Hello again from Bedford CMA. I'm Pastor Steve with this week's Thursday update. I'm not really at the beach just yet, but my body is looking forward to catching up with my mind as it thinks about a week ahead of schedule. In the meantime, we have the exciting news that Bedford CMA will be meeting for worship in the sanctuary for the first time since the COVID crisis set in. We do have some guidelines we want you to keep in mind as we come together this Sunday. First of all, we will be trying to maintain some social distancing. So we ask that you observe the barriers that are in place and try to sit together as families in order to maximize the space for others in the sanctuary. Also, we ask you to be careful to try to maintain appropriate distance as you come and go, and avoid gathering or clustering in the foyer and the hallways of the church. We encourage you to stay for conversation, but we suggest that the best place for that right now is probably outside. And the wearing of masks is completely up to you. If you feel more comfortable being out in public with a mask, or if you think you're more at risk because of your age or your health, you are welcome to wear a mask as we gather indoors for worship. If you don't have a mask, we do have a few on hand that we can provide for you. We're also providing hand sanitizer right by the entry door and on the tables in the foyer and the sink counters in the restrooms, and encourage you to use that sanitizer to maintain good health in these challenging days. If you have questions about the details of Sunday's service or how things are going to work, please call the church office and select extension 2 for the pastor. Leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Finally, I want to say a few more words about the social crisis that we as a nation have been facing, along with some other parts of the world, in these last couple of weeks. If you saw my last Thursday update or watched our most recent worship service, you know that I've been trying to gain a fuller understanding of this crisis, seeking the perspective of our African American brothers and sisters. As important as I believe this is, it is also important for me to make it clear that this in no way compromises my appreciation for the vital service provided by U.S. law enforcement at every level. Apparently, we do need some greater safeguards against injustice in both law enforcement and the judicial system, perhaps among other things. But it is terribly important that we do not ignore, much less sacrifice, the incredible good that the overwhelming majority of these men and women in uniform are doing for us as a society. About a week ago, my wife had the opportunity to say hello to a couple of state troopers as she saw them picking up lunch in a local shop. She introduced herself as their chaplain's wife, and they not only responded very well to her friendly and supportive greeting, but both of them made sure to mention it the next time I saw them at the barracks. You see, these men and women in uniform really do appreciate our expressions of gratitude for the service that they provide. And so I would encourage you in the days ahead to take advantage of whatever opportunity you might have to greet and thank those you see in uniform, whether it be the uniforms of our U.S. Armed Forces or law enforcement or other kinds of first responders. But if it happens to be a Bedford area Pennsylvania state trooper, tell them their chaplain sent you. So for now, be careful, be safe, and God bless.